No, guys, like, real talk, man. I had a conversation with Fresh about this shit off air, man. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sit here.
He chewed me out, trust me.
Like,
trust me.
We already had this conversation, man. And I know y'all like, yo, go Fresh accountable. Trust me, man. Behind the scenes, like, yo, man. It's done. He's not gonna do some dumb shit like this ever again, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, we talked about it off air. And you know, and I've made mistakes too, of course. And he's talked to me on the side as well, right? And like, but I don't think I genuinely don't believe that those conversations are to be had on the internet. I think that should be done behind closed doors.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, you don't need to make it a fucking spectacle. Like, if I really care about you and I'm gonna have a conversation with you where I care about your self-interest, why am I gonna do it in front of a camera? Like,
that's a big red flag.
Like, yo, that's a big red flag. If someone's trying to hold you accountable in front of a camera, that's weird, bro. That's weird. Because how can you actually have a genuine, fruitful conversation in front of a camera? Because we're all men here. We all don't want to back down or look crazy or get emasculated on camera. Like, listen to yourselves when you say this stupid shit. Hold them accountable on camera. That tells me you haven't lived life for real. That tells me you haven't lived life for real. For real. I'll give you guys a fucking example. I remember one time I was a team leader on a takedown, right? On a fucking house. And one of the agents fucked up. They didn't do something properly, right? Instead of shitting on him in front of everybody, right, and making him look crazy, I said, hey, can I talk to you for a second? I pulled him to the side and I told him, hey, man, don't do that. Do X, Y, Z instead. He's a new agent. Why am I going to fucking chew him out in front of everybody? But see, that's just a life skill that you learn from being a real individual and like working a real job and dealing with people normally. You don't ever shit on people publicly. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, right? Obviously, when we're on the internet here and you guys call in and ask your questions, cool. That's different, right? You guys are calling in and you know that you're going to get roasted sometimes publicly. But here's the beauty. It's anonymous. Nobody knows who you are. You're calling in. Yeah. It's fine, right? But when you're shitting on someone publicly, right? It just doesn't work most of the time, guys. So for you guys that sit there, hold Fresh accountable. Bro, we have our conversations behind the scenes. Trust me. There's a big, why do you think he's going to the gym and he's been doing speech therapy? We talked about this shit. All right? So, you know, and people can say whatever, oh, Fresh doesn't, his speech still sucks. But bro, watch a podcast from 4 years ago and you won't understand nothing this nigga's saying.
That's a fact. That was terrible.
You know?
But hey, man, we live and we learn, you know?
Yeah, man. So it is what it is, man. I've always thought that was very weird and goofy that some of y'all be in the chat saying, hold them accountable, Myron. Yeah, I already did. We already had a very long conversation about this shit earlier today.
Yeah.
So, anyway.